Lately, there's been so many trends, dopamine menus, digital detox, going analog. They all point to the same problem. We're spending way too much time on doom scrolling. If you've been wanting to learn a language but haven't made real progress, I want to show you a system that helped me replace doom scrolling with something just as addictive but also useful. It's actually really simple. All you need is a pocket-sized notebook, something small enough that you can carry with you everywhere. I divide each page into 4 sections. At the top left, I write the topic, usually the video I watched or the article I read. It helps me remember where everything came from, so I can always come back to it later. On the right side, I keep a section for new vocabulary, just a word and a simple definition, nothing complicated. Then I have a section for quotes. These are sentences I genuinely like, things I can actually imagine myself using. This is probably my favorite part because it makes the language feel more real and personal. And the last section is for free writing. I'll summarize what I watched or read, reflect on it, or just write whatever comes to mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a space to think in the language. Sometimes I run out of space, and honestly, that's a good sign. It usually means I was really engaged with what I was learning. The whole thing takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and because the notebook is small, it doesn't feel intimidating to start. Over time, it just becomes something you naturally do. Recently, I've been taking a step further by memorizing the quotes I collect. On blank pages, I try to rewrite them from memory. It's a simple exercise, but it forces me to actually recall the language instead of just recognizing it. That's when it starts to stick, and it slowly trains your brain to think in that language, not just understand it. I actually wasn't planning on getting a traveler's notebook. I came across it when I was shopping for journaling supplies. I've seen many people using it, and I just couldn't leave without getting one. So this is the notebook that I've been using for all of my languages. It has all of the lyrics that I studied. I use it for journaling in different languages. So I've used this like quite some time. You can see that I've used a lot of the pages in here. The problem with a lot of my notebooks, like I started using it and then I forgot about them, or I just don't use them as often. That's why I started using my traveler's notebook. I don't use this for journaling because I already have my Hobonichi for all of the like brain dump and journaling, so I wanted to use this for learning languages. And for the past 2 weeks I've been really loving using this, and I think the best thing I can say about this traveler's notebook is that I can carry it anywhere with me. Like the size is perfect. I wanted to get the bigger size, but the color I wanted was out of stock, so that's why I got this one. But I'm so glad I got it, and I also feel like I've found a good way of using it for all of my languages. Here's some tips. Find a media in a different language that makes you feel excited to read. I really resonate with what Dan Cole said about media consumption. What you consume consumes you. You're already spending time on content every day. This is just about being more intentional with it. For me, I recently got into the Hobonichi website. It's a stationery brand, but they also have a lot of blog content that's surprisingly well written and really enjoyable to read. When a content is good, you don't have to force yourself to study, you just keep going. I like to think of my notebook as a collection bin. For example, I love watching Korean reality shows. They often have bold, eye-catching subtitles, and you will notice certain phrases get repeated a lot. If you don't want to spend too much time translating and analyzing every single sentence, I suggest starting with short clips. There are so many channels that have already done the work for you, and if you're into K-pop, this can actually be really fun. You start picking up on how people naturally speak, their tone, their expressions. It feels less like studying and more like observing. I've also been taking French lessons every Monday and Wednesday, and this system works really well for that too. After each class, I use my notebook to reflect on what I learned in that unit, new vocabulary, grammar, and especially the conversations we have to memorize and present each week. Writing everything down helps me reinforce it instead of just forgetting it after class. If you're someone who already enjoys journaling, I'd highly recommend trying this. There's something about writing things down helps you focus and stay present. If you find it hard to stay consistent with note-taking, I suggest you getting something like a traveler's notebook. Being able to customize the paper, layout, and the way you document your process makes it a lot more personal and honestly a lot more fun to come back to.